So when you and I started talking at the club, you were like, "Hey, yeah, can you get you up on some of these gold mines that, I got permissions to go to and check it out and see if we can find some gold nuggets." And I'm thinking like, because I had only prospected in the creeks and rivers and only very recreationally, with my son for something, and Tony and his son and stuff. And and it was it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's all day long of shoveling heavy rock. But you were talking about possibly finding nuggets in what I was calling tailing piles, or sort of the leftover debris from them actually doing the gold mining process. I think you had corrected me and shown me a picture of the difference between a gold dump and a gold tailing pile.
Right, a mining dump versus mine tailings. So the difference between, so a mining dump is basically when they're blasting a shaft into the mountain and they get all the rock out, then they visually sort it for, okay, this is ore versus this is not ore. And they throw the not ore stuff, or in other words, the junk, on the dump. And as you know, they basically have a little tram and they push it out, and as they go into the mountain, it gets long and deep, like you've seen on these mining dumps. Yeah. A tailings pile is ore that has been crushed, and then the gold and other valuable minerals have been separated out, and then the leftover, they call it gang material, but basically crushed up sand or whatever they pushed, that is very fine grain, and those are tailings piles. Like if you were go to the Argo Mill in Central City, or actually it's more Idaho Springs, those are all mill tailings. So that's been treated.
So that's where they've processed raw materials, kind of concentrated materials, to kind of try to process it out to find.
Right. They pull the ore, the ore values out of the rock, and then it's the leftover crushings, basically.
Right, gotcha. Yeah. Would it be more like a exploratory versus processed? Like you said, they're pulling it out and going, okay, this isn't really what we're looking for. That's what we thought were tailing piles.
Right. No, those are ore dumps.
Ore dumps, yeah.
Sure. Sorry, I said ore dumps. I meant mining dumps.
What are we looking at here?
That is what we're looking at right there on that screen.
Okay.
That is a mine dump.
So where are you looking for nuggets at? In tailing piles or mine dumps?
Mine dumps.
There you go.
Because the tailings piles, you'll get nothing. If you're looking down, what I'll say is you're not going to find any big gold outside of a tailings pile, outside of a mill. I'm not going to say you won't find gold out of a mill, because if you pan the rivers down south of the Argo Gold Mill off of Clear Creek, you can get very fine gold in your pan.
Yeah.
And I've done that.
Right.
Sure. Sure.
But places like these dumps, these are sort of the original casting offs of the original mining effort, that they would then take whatever they processed out of this initial mining effort, and they would take it away to a processing company, processing facility.
Right. Right. So go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and so would they ever treat these dump sites? Like, would they ever reprocess them? I know up in the mountains, there's a lot of these sites like this, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of them,
all over.
And they're trying to figure out what to do with them. And the one owner that Tony and I met that owns, I think, 182 patent claims, he's saying that he thinks he's going to try to reprocess them all.
Right. Go back through them again. And what was the return rate on? Was it 40% or something like that? Yeah.
Yes. And you would be correct. Yes, that is what you want to reprocess. That is what the Cripple Creek and Victor Gold Mining Company did. They trucked all these mine dump tailings. It is, even I use a synonymous, sorry, but this mine dump material, they put it in a big pad, and underneath the pad, they lay down all this basically plastic, very thick plastic, and then they set up a sprinkler system with cyanide and spray those dumps for a year. And all the cyanide solution leaches the gold out of those rocks, and then they collect it. And the solution they collect is called a pregnant solution because it's got gold in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they then refine that. They get the gold, precipitate the gold out, and then refine it.
Mm.
So the guys you were talking to, they got the right idea.
Yeah.
That would be profitable.